Good afternoon and welcome to TVM-News. Today is Friday, April 28th. I'm Max Burke.
And I'm Hunter Hildebrand. This week we have news about a father sent to prison after the death of his son.
We also have news about a head-on crash involving a school bus.
And we'll be checking in with TVM sports anchors Vincent Goldschmidt and John Downey for the latest in Marywood and professional sports.
Tomorrow, April 29th, Kids Stuff at Community Arts Fest 2023 is
Inviting Marywood clubs and organizations to host a themed, interactive game or activity table. This is a free event that families of Scranton are invited to attend with games, food, and community vendors. If your organization is interested in participating, email kidstuff@m.marywood.edu to sign up.
Marywood Tutoring Center is looking for students to add to their team for the 2023-2024 school year. Student tutors must maintain a 3.2 GPA and receive a B+ or higher in the courses they are providing tutoring for. To apply, use this link.
Today is the final day of Farewell Frenzy Week. In honor of this week today, Marywood is hosting a Pacer Pride Stuff-A-Plush at 11 a.m. in the Fireplace Lounge. Students are able to get their choice of stuffed animal and dress it in Marywood gear. Following this event, from 12 to 1 p.m. in the dance studio, there will be a meditation event in preparation to de-stress for finals week.
Looking for the opportunity to volunteer at the end of the year? Ross Novak is looking for volunteers to help at the commencement liturgy and ceremony for helping at the liturgy on May 19th and commencement on May 20th. Volunteers will receive $100 in Pacer points and compensation for housing after the semester ends. To apply, use this Google form.
When we come back, we'll tell you about the father who was sent to prison after his son's death.
Welcome back to your weekly weather report. I am Maddie Adams, and today it's a little bit chilly out here, but look at behind me. All of the trees have started to bloom. The leaves are back. Campus is looking green and lively again. It's so exciting. And we only have 2 weeks of the semester left. It's not quite feeling like summertime, but that's okay. Maybe that means we will stay inside and we will study and we will ace our exams. Today our high is 58 degrees with a low of 44 and an 80% chance of rain. On Saturday a high of 53 and a low of 42 with a 90% chance of rain. And on Sunday a high of 58 and a low of 45 with again a 90% chance of rain. We're getting all these April showers in right here at the end of April before we transition into May. On Monday, our high is 56 and our low is 43. On Tuesday, our high is 50 and our low is 39. On Wednesday, our high is 49 and our low is 38 with a 30% chance of rain. On Thursday, our high is 57 and the low is 41. And on next Friday, our high is 57 and our low is 39 with a 50% chance of rain. So I'm so sorry to tell you that we are not expecting a whole lot of sunshine next week. It's going to be a bit cooler. We're going to see some possibility of some rain towards the end of next week and during this weekend. But again, maybe that will force us to stay inside and study and be so prepared for our final exams coming up in just a couple of weeks. It's crazy. I can't believe we're here already. It feels like just yesterday we were here and it was snowing and it was cold and we were right in the thick of the semester, and now we are headed toward the end and campus is looking so beautiful and so lush and so green. It's really so exciting. Have a great week, everybody. Be safe in that rain this weekend, and we'll be right back after these short messages.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible, she must be a keeper.
A father is sent to prison after the death of his son. Last February, Mark Zvolinski, toddler Caden, was left outside unattended when he was struck by a car. Caden later died at the hospital from head injuries. It was later found out Zvolinski had drugs in his system. On Wednesday, Zvolinski pled guilty to involuntary manslaughter and will be sentenced to 15 to 72 months in state prison.
In Union County, 78-year-old Myrtle Miller was found guilty of murdering her husband, John Nichols. Miller was charged with the first-degree murder of her late husband, whom she kept in a sedated state leading up to his death, and then used just the right combination of medications that immediately stopped Nichols's heart.
Police are investigating a burglary that took place in a bar in Luzerne County. The Avoca Police Department released that several $1,000s were stolen from machines at Ernie G's pub on Main and Plain Street. This happened around 1 a.m. on Tuesday. The Avoca Police have released camera footage of the suspect and are encouraging anyone with knowledge of the scene to let the authorities know.
Pennsylvania College of Technology in Williamsport is sending culinary students down south to cater at the 149th Kentucky Derby. For the 30th year, Penn College is sending more than 20 students to Kentucky for this learning experience, and they will be catering to the hospitality and premium suites.
Union County photographer Tony Bendelli captured images of the Aurora Borealis, aka the Northern Lights, at Shikellamy State Park around 2 a.m. on Monday morning. Along with the photos, a time-lapse of the Northern Lights can be viewed on Bendelli's website. When we come back, we'll tell you about the school bus that was involved in a head-on collision.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakovic, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. My service never stops.
A head-on crash with a school bus in New York occurred on Wednesday. The driver of the other car was an unlicensed 16-year-old. This individual lost control of their vehicle on a curb, causing them to cross into oncoming traffic. None of the school bus passengers have life-threatening injuries. However, the driver and his 3 passengers are seriously injured.
9 teenagers are injured and hospitalized following a shooting at a post-prom party at a home in Austin, Texas. In Jasper County, along with the shooting, the police are investigating the possible connection to a shooting that happened later on. People of interest are being questioned, and the investigation is still ongoing.
Disney sues Florida Governor Ron DeSantis over targeted campaign government retaliation. Disney filed this lawsuit this Wednesday over patently retaliatory, patently anti-business, and patently unconstitutional. This lawsuit is in response to the state's oversight board's decision to void publicly noticed duty agreed development controls, which was the foundation for billions of Disney's investment dollars and thousands of jobs.
A Drexel Hill teen was stabbed to death in the Upper Darby borough of Pennsylvania, just outside of Philadelphia. 15-year-old Michael Garr was stabbed in the neck after 9:30 p.m. on Bridge Street and went into cardiac arrest, leading to the pronunciation of his death on the scene. Police are asking for any information that might help their investigation to find the perpetrator and are offering a $10,000 reward in return.
Longtime dance performer and Dancing with the Stars judge Len Goodman passed away at the age of 78 this past Saturday. Goodman was on Dancing with the Stars as a judge since 2005 and left only last year in 2022. He was in hospice in England and passed after a long fight with illness. When we come back, we'll check with TVM sports anchors John Downey and Vincent Goldschmidt for the latest in Marywood and professional sports.
Okay, here we go.
3, 2.
3, 2, 1.
COVID-19 has been a really long and difficult fight.
So when we start talking about COVID, I completely get it. It's frustrating.
We've all been impacted one way or another.
The fight against COVID is also changing really quickly.
And it's sometimes really hard to keep up.
So here are a few things we know.
We are not fighting the same virus from 2020.
Right now, new variants are a lot more contagious and need to be taken seriously.
Getting vaccinated and staying boosted is the best way to keep you protected from COVID-19 and help you stay out of the hospital.
Even if you got COVID before, it's important that you go get your COVID booster.
COVID vaccines are safe.
Much safer than getting COVID-19.
We all want this to end sooner than later.
So go ahead and do things.
Go out and live your life, but get vaccinated. Stay boosted.
We can all do our part.
And get back to living. You can go to getvaccineanswers.org for more information.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Those 9 months were also 273 days of planning. What about your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. And let's not forget those barbecues you plan in detail for your family and your more vegetarian by the day best friends. That surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
You know, John, we're hitting the last couple weeks of conference play for the Pacers. Hasn't been great for a lot of the teams.
No, I mean, the season goes by quick. Got to take advantage of any opportunity. You don't want to leave any games on the table.
Yeah, definitely. The Pacers softball team went 3-1 on the week, splitting with Wilkes University before sweeping their Atlantic East foes, Immaculata University. Senior Aston Clark and sophomore Emma McNally each collected 6 hits, combining for 8 RBIs and 3 extra base hits throughout the week. The Pacers baseball team had a tough week, dropping all 4 of their matchups this week, being swept by conference foes Immaculata University before falling to Albright College. Senior captain Vinny Dioria collected 6 hits and a pair of RBIs throughout the week. The women's lacrosse team came out victorious in their conference matchup against Newman University, 9-6. The freshmen took charge with Caitlin Smith, Avery Megan, and Natalie Leadangen scoring 8 of the 9 Pacers goals. The men's team fell just short, falling to Newman 11-10. Junior Dalton Metzig tallied a season-high 5 goals in the effort. The Pacers golf team finished in second in the Atlantic East Championship, falling behind only Cabrini University. Senior Paul Abbott finished tied in second, shooting 15 over par between the 2 days, while junior Eddie McGreevy finished in 5th, shooting 17 over.
Vinny, how about that draft last night? How crazy was that?
That was wild.
That was probably one of the most unpredictable drafts so far.
There was something like, I think, 8 or 9 trades in the first round.
Yep.
Eagles had a really good draft, though.
Yeah, they did. I'll tell you more about it. The 2023 NFL Draft started last night with the premier talents like Bryce Young, Will Anderson, and Jalen Carter all getting taken early in the first round as projected. The draft continues tonight with rounds 2 and 3 and concludes Saturday afternoon. This is where future stars get their first taste of the bright lights that the NFL brings. The Aaron Rodgers saga is now over after the Packers and Jets agreed on a deal to send the 4-time league MVP to New York. The team swapped first-round picks this year, along with the Packers getting a second-rounder this year, a conditional first-rounder next year, and a few other picks are also being sent over. The Jets hope that Rodgers can bring his winning pedigree to their franchise, who own the longest playoff drought in the NFL at 12 years. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs are starting to wind down as a few teams like the Knicks, 76ers, and Nuggets have advanced, moving into the second round. Tons of upsets have already gone down, and there are a few left out there to be had. We'll see what shakes out in the coming days. That's all for sports. We'll be right back after these messages.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make. When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
What if you could feel in control of your retirement in just a few clicks? At aceyourretirement.org, you can. Start with a free 3-minute chat with Avo, your friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer some simple questions like, how do you feel about your ability to save for retirement? Or in how many years do you want to retire? To get free action items customized just for you, get your retirement back on track at aceyourretirement.org.
The famous music festival Coachella kicked off its first weekend in the desert. One of the more notable moments was Labyrinth bringing out Sia and Zendaya as guest performers.
That's pretty crazy, you know. Zendaya come back for a little musical number instead of, you know, she's a big-time movie star. Isn't that pretty neat?
Yeah, I mean, they don't she doesn't normally, but that's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, gotta love Coachella. That's going to do it for this week's edition of TVM-News. From everyone at TV-Marywood, thanks for tuning in.
Be sure to follow TV-Marywood's YouTube page and like the TVM Facebook page to stay up to date on the latest happenings and to watch additional content. I'm Hunter Hildebrand.
And I'm Max Burke. Have a great weekend, Marywood.